Top of it, top of it. It's your boy Coach One Stack, man. And, we're going to tap in for a little bit more of this little Holly weird stuff. You dig? We going to be, man, for those of y'all rocking with me, man, I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Talk to me in the comments. I talk back. If you guys have videos that you want to send me and want to hear me break them down and articulate them and, break down how they apply to the law, the ins and outs of the law, man, get at me, man. Talk to me. I talk back. I also do consultations. You can reach me for a consultation, and man, I can tell you how to move in and out of the streets. You dig what I'm saying? But these are for educational purposes only. I'm not trying to tell nobody how to do anything nor how to get away with it. But what we getting away with today is this video, man, I'm seeing of Orlando Brown, man. See, y'all think Orlando Brown is crazy, child star, but he went through a whole lot of pain. He went through a whole lot of changes, as I've been telling y'all. And lately, he has let the cat out the bag that Meek Mill is among the list of the people that Diddy infected. Now, let's break this down, because I've talked about this many times before, man. I'm not going to let the Diddy thing go until after he's convicted. You got Orlando Brown, child star, just like Justin. Let me see if I'm making sense here. Orlando Brown, child star, right? Brashear Gray, child star, right? Justin Bieber, child star. Usher Raymond, child star. Many more child stars that you never heard of. Even Meek Mill was a child star. Truth be told, I believe Meek Mill got passed along to Diddy from who other than Rick Ross. You understand what I'm saying? But Orlando Brown broke that down, man. See, I believe that in Hollywood, that when they was having all these Diddy parties, I definitely believe it was a rite of passage. It may have been to the point to where you couldn't even get into the party unless they knew you had an STD. Because let's face it, it is 2025, and back then it was before. They have pills that can keep you undetectable. God, there were no prophylactics even found at the residence. Like, how you got 3-4 big ass mansions and you got thousands of bottles of baby oil, but you ain't got like not one condom, period. And then you've already seen what the escorts have said, how they was getting down with Diddy. Anyway, raw dogging. They're raw dogging. And guys, just for the record, I want y'all to pause this video and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. It's free. Because I got some more, just some more knowledge to drop on y'all. Man, you got all these people, men and women, always talking about, oh yeah, before I slept with them, we went and got tested. This is my status. Man, that's a damn lie. Just like people can sit up and forge documents, they can forge their STD status. But these people that's telling y'all, oh yeah, my status is good, I just got checked. Man, they lying. Unless a person is in the porn industry where they have to, it's mandatory that they get checked every 2 weeks, and then you can look up their name to see if they got checked, to be on the up and up, because it's business. Trust me, I know people in this industry. That's the safest way to go, because these people are getting checked. But these people that's telling you, oh yeah, I didn't got checked, man, that's a lie. So Diddy was having all this unprotected sex. These are just the 3 or 4 escorts that we know of. What about all the random people throughout the course of the years? What about the transgendered people? What about all your friends like Jay-Z, Stevie J? Because, you was taking it from Stevie J, because Stevie J is not a bottom, man. Stevie J is a top. You dig what I'm saying? You saw what he was doing to that white dude in the paperwork, in the indictment. You understand what I'm saying? So Diddy is what you call a versatile. So with Meek Mill is not a versatile. Meek Mill was taking it. And y'all don't have to take my word for it. Go listen to the audio. Just like you guys have heard my voice enough now, and I'm just plain old me. But you've heard my voice long enough that when you hear me start talking, you're going to know, oh, that's Coach One Stack over there. Well, you got Meek Mill, who has sold millions of albums, been on millions of interviews, who has that really, really strong Philly accent, a really, really strong Philly accent. You know, y'all may not realize it. You know, people say I sound like I'm from Cali. I'm born and bred in Las Vegas. I don't think out here in Las Vegas that we even have our own little, the way we sound, our own tone. We don't. You know, a lot of things we get from Cali. But if you in Cali, you in the South, you in the Midwest, you back East, you in the South, like you have a type of drawl. You know, you pronounce words a little bit differently, and y'all know I'm not lying. And so when you listening to that tape of Diddy hitting them cheeks, busting them cheeks out early in the morning, you know, they done woke up and had them a session thinking everybody was asleep. You know, you can hear Puffy in the background. You could hear Meek Mill talking. You could hear his voice. Just listen to the N-word. He kept saying the N-word. Ooh, get that. Go listen to some of Meek Mill music and listen to him say the N-word. Listen to the tape and go listen to Meek Mill just talking. That was him on that tape. The security confirmed that was him on that tape. The security showed his face. The security wasn't trying to hide it. This is what Nicki Minaj had been holding over his head all this time. Because let me tell you something about Nicki. See, I've been on Nicki Minaj long before a lot of y'all heard of Nicki Minaj. See, Nicki Minaj came through Atlanta up on a Gucci Mane. See, if you go do your digging and you do your research, you can go to some of the PORN sites and you will see Nicki Minaj live streaming, right, webcamming, and another girl snacking on her cakes. This is before, because she had very small breasts. That's before all the BBL, the implants, the teeth, all that. So she's with all the freak stuff. So she been holding on to this audio and even more. Why do you think they not together? You dig what I'm saying? See, Nicki couldn't win anyway. You got Drake over here playing, he switch hitting. You got Meek Mill, Freak Mill over here switch hitting. Man, how can a woman get a straight man? See, guys, and that's why I tell y'all, if this is what you into, let that woman know. Because, guys, it's popular amongst y'all men who like other men, and this is what y'all want to do. It's some women that like that shit. Like, it's popular now amongst men, if you want you a transgender person to play with you and your woman, but you got to be man enough to tell your woman, like Freak Mill. So Meek Mill, man, we know it was you. And like I said, Orlando Brown has been dropping jewels with the industry and secrets for years. Y'all think that man is crazy, but he's not crazy. All you got to do is start looking at people who got the raccoon eyes. Even NBA Youngboy had the raccoon eyes. If you don't know what the raccoon eyes are these little dark circles that come across your eye when anally you have been tampered with, and there's a nerve in there that gives you these raccoon eyes. Now, go look up raccoon eyes so y'all can see that I know what I'm talking about. My daughter was the one that put me up on what raccoon eyes were. You dig what I'm saying? But Orlando Brown, man, has openly admitted to being groomed and fondled by other men, even as a kid. And he has been very open about what happened to other men. And what you don't know about a man is, just like how Danny Boy has been out in Ray J, you know, for the last couple years. A man is not going to come on camera or go to another man and say, hey, man, you know, another man did X, Y, and Z to me. Or I did X, Y, and Z to another man. Another man is not going to come and say that, because his pride is going to be shot and his feelings going to be hurt, especially if he's not like that. That's why y'all thought Raz B from B2K was lying years ago. Matter of fact, Raz B really was the first one who came out and said it. But all y'all thought that man was mentally ill when he was telling y'all what Chris Stokes did to him, what Marcus Houston did to him, and what Ray Gay was doing to all of them, and it was a group thing, and what Chris Stokes had them doing to each other. But hey, man, I didn't want to keep y'all, man. I want to just tell y'all what Orlando Brown had to say about, you know, Meek Mill and his HIV status, that he is on that list that Puffy has been giving that package out to. This is why a lot of people are in hiding right now, because they not looking the way that they used to look. A lot of people are scared to go get their medication, because now people are like, man, what's that medication for? You know, something I used to do, man, when I was a young man, If I went to a woman's house, the first thing I did was lock myself up in her bathroom, tell her I need to take a deuce and turn the water on. And I would dig through her medicine cabinet because I want to see all the medications that she was on. I want to see what kind of prophylactics she had in there. Man, I wanted to see everything so I knew what I was dealing with. And that's what a lot of people was dealing with, not only in the regular world, but in Hollywood, because this is what y'all want to hear about is the industry and all this industry stuff. But other than that, man, like the channel, love the content, hit that notification bell, and remember to stay safe. Stay blessed, not stressed, and get plenty of rest.